Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my hands-on impressions of the Microsoft Windows Technical Preview Build 1049. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with some of the differences, and the reason why I'm starting here at the lock screen is because this is pretty much where the differences pretty much some of the new features actually start. So here at the lock screen, as you can see here, you got this little bubble here with my picture. You got the whole text field with my name. Down here at the bottom right, you have your Wi-Fi toggle, which is right here, which shows your Wi-Fi. You can change it right here from the lock screen. Then you have your sleep, shutdown, and restart toggles right here at the bottom right, which used to be here on the, I think they used to be on the left, I'm not sure. But here on the left, the bottom left, you have your switch users. So now if you actually click on it, it takes you to this screen right here, which shows you all the available accounts on the laptop. So you see here, mine is right there. Got the guest account in the middle, and then at the bottom is my mom's account. It's got it all nice. It's kind of, it's pretty neat. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my password in, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm logged in. So I want to show you some major features, and also some features that you'll probably find that's different in Windows Technical Preview Build 1049. So to confirm the build, I'm just going to go ahead and minimize all these windows here. Okay. So as you can see, there at the bottom right, you see that number 100049, and it's Windows 10 Pro Technical Preview. So I think one of the obvious features, like I said in the first minute of the video, is the lock screen. But I don't know if you can really see it that well in this video. But there's also a transparency in the whole start menu. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's transparent. The start menu is actually transparent. So it's pretty cool. And then they got these little three line menu icons down here. So they changed the whole look there. And this is how it looks. Pretty much the same though. Also, if you go to the this PC, you can see here that the drive icons have changed a little bit from the previous build 9926. So alright, so let's go on over here down here to the bottom right here, and show you some neat little features here. So the Wi-Fi thing has changed. So you can see here, this is how it looks. Remember, in the build 9926, anytime you click that little Wi-Fi button down there, it is automatically take you to PC settings to actually manage your Wi-Fi settings and your Ethernet settings. But right here in this new build right here, you don't have to go through all that, because it's right here on the desktop. So you can connect, disconnect, change settings right here. If you want to do more advanced stuff, you can just go to PC settings. The battery menu here has also changed as well. If you want to advance that a little bit more, you can also click on more battery info. Instead of taking you to control panel, it'll just take you to PC settings. So PC settings is becoming more integrated with each build that comes out. So you see here, Microsoft is definitely trying to incorporate a lot of what you find in control panel in with PC settings. Alright, so let's go to one of the biggest features of this new preview build, which is Project Spartan. So in the start menu, if you click on all apps and scroll down to the S category, you'll find Project Spartan. We're at oh, I know why you can't find it, because it's right. I got it pinned right here to the start, but it'll pop up right here in your S category. But usually when you get ready and install it, it'll actually appear, right? Microsoft actually has it pre-pinned down here to the taskbar, so you don't actually have to go looking for it. So that's pretty nice. But we're gonna go ahead and try and show you some features here that you might find nice and cool. Most people may not find it all that well, but one feature I think you'll like about Windows, Microsoft's new Project Spartan browser, is the ability to be able to ask Cortana things. So what I can do is highlight Jameis Winston here. So all I got to do is highlight his name, and then right click on his name. Some of you are like, well, who is Jameis Winston? Alright, so highlight his name and then ask Cortana. So you can see here, it pulls up exactly who Jameis Winston is. Jameis L. Winston is an American football quarterback. He played college football at Florida State as a freshman. Winston became the youngest player to win the Heisman Trophy and helped lead Florida State to a victory in 2014 BCS National Championship game. Winston also played on Florida State's basketball team. So you see here's his stats. He was born January 6, 1994. He is 6'4", and his education, he studied at Florida State University, and he won the Heisman Trophy in 2013. So that's who Jameis Winston is. So that's one of the really cool features, and I think if people can train themselves to kind of really use that feature, I think it'll become a lot more practical, meaning that people will probably rely on the feature more to find information as they read articles or try to search for something. And speaking of search, they've also embedded a search tool in the URL. So I'm gonna go ahead and type something in here, and let's type Roman Empire. I know that's that's very, very random, but that's the first thing that came to mind. So I'm trying to get all that highlighted. Roman Empire. So you see here, if I want to know a little bit more about the Roman Empire, I can go ahead and click on it, and it's going to take me to the Bing search results page, and this is what you can do. Now you might be able to do that in Internet Explorer. I'm not exactly sure, but since I do have it pinned, I'll go ahead and try it and see. But I think that's a feature that is exclusive to Project Spartan, but I don't know. Let's find out. Let's type in Roman Empire. It might work, so it might not even be a new feature. It might be something that's already been done, but let's see. So no, it's not exactly new, but in Project Spartan you can do it too as well. So apparently I'm not showing you anything new, but what is new, I think, is being able to type the weather for your city. So if you want to type in weather, and then just type in your city, you can So here's my city. As you can see here, here's the weather right now in Marianna, Florida. It's 74 degrees, light showers, lows in the 80s, highs and lows in the 80s, 65 degrees being the lowest. So there you go. And you can click on it, and it'll give you a weekly forecast, which is also pretty cool. So you can kind of do all that just from the URL alone, which is quite nice. Another neat feature is if you right click on these, you can actually refresh all of your tabs at one time. You ain't got to go and manually refresh every single tab. You can now refresh all tabs simultaneously. So to do that, you just right click on one tab and click on refresh all tabs. And you see here all the tabs are being refreshed right now. Alright, so that's pretty cool, right? And go to these pages and they're refreshed. I mean, there you go. Okay, so let's go back. Alright, so another feature too that's really neat is being able to take notes. So if you want to, you can pull up an article. It's going to go ahead and go back to Yahoo. So, here you go. Yahoo. Now, to take web notes, all you got to do is come over here to the top right. And as you can see here, there's a little square with a pin in it. And if you highlight it, you see here where it says make a web note. Click on it. It's going to pull up a bar, which will allow you to kind of customize and kind of take notes on a particular web page. So if you come over here and click on this here, you can take notes. So if I click on this right here, I'm going to type in something. I'll be right back. So as you can see here, I made a web note, and it's going straight to the picture right here of Ted Cruz. I think that's his name. So here's the little note that I wrote here. Harry is cutting ties with the Clinton Foundation. What a surprise. So there you go. Now you can take more than one note if you want to. Actually, if you actually scroll down the page, you might see some other interesting notes that you want to take. So if you want to take some notes on, what's his name, Jaden? Hopefully I can find it. And let's just use this one right here. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and click on that. So you can see here I took another note regarding the regarding Jameis Winston here, and they're making fun of I put on, but making fun of Winston in the crap situation again, LOL. So also, if you're done taking web notes and you want to actually try to draw out some key points here, you can do so by going over here to these two highlighters at the top left and click on it, and I can choose what color. And since this page is mostly white, I'm going to go ahead and use some black ink here, and I can draw some points out here. I can circle or highlight or just put an arrow at a certain article telling them to read that. Also, here's a sad story about a transgender person killing herself from bullying. So you can highlight that. You want people to read about it. You can, you see here, kind of make it known that that's what you want them to read. I can circle this ad. Maybe this ad I might find it interesting for someone to, look at. I can circle it. Of course, I can make a web note and just kind of type in that area. I can scratch out some key areas, so if I don't want anyone to read anything, I can kind of scribble it out like that. Let them know, hey, that's not what I want you to read. Just kind of mess around with it. You don't want nobody reading this and that over here. You can kind of X that out over here and kind of navigate people to where you would want them to kind of focus their attention on. And I would definitely want them to kind of pay attention to this whole Clinton Foundation deal that Hillary Clinton's trying to cut ties with. So you can, oops, that's a big circle right there. Just kind of circle that. And then once you're done making notes, you come up here at the top. You can either save it. You can exit, or you can share it. This is where you go to share it. That's where you go to save it. And then you got a 3-dot menu here. I'm going to show you the menu for the browser. But here are the settings for the particular web notes. So these are the 3 options here. Now, I think what Project Spartan does is that it freezes the web page. So you see here, that's why these news articles haven't been flipped through. It's because the web page is frozen. So Project Spartan actually freezes the web page so you can take notes. It's not a live page. Now, if I exit, the page is actually being reloaded in real time. So that's one of the more major features of Project Spartan. Now, I do want to go out there and just kind of put it out there that this is Project Spartan is not a huge overhaul visually, so you're not gonna see Project Spartan and be like, wow, man, this looks so better than Internet Explorer. I don't think the biggest feature or biggest selling point of Project Spartan is going to be its visuals, its visual look. It's going to be really about the functionality and performance of Project Spartan. Now, one more thing I want to show y'all, and here's where I want y'all's input, because I'm not sure if it's just my computer or if this is Project Spartan. But when I play a YouTube video, everything is still kind of showing up when I watch the video. So if I go ahead and click on a video here and try to go full screen, you see everything's still pretty much in the way. You got all the menus and bars and stuff like that. All these tabs up here are still showing up. The taskbar down here is still showing up.
How did I not know about these Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls? You've been in the dark way too long. Jimmy Dean, shine on.
This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Mark Insangan from Techno Buffalo, and in today's episode of Rumor Roundup, we'll be talking about the future of Android Wear, the Galaxy Note 5, Sony's Xperia Z4, and Microsoft Surface Pro 4. This is Rumor Roundup, so let's go ahead and get started.
So, yeah, I don't like this. I really don't. And I hope that it may be just my computer, but if this is something that is on everybody's machine, if everyone who's running Project Spartan and running this new preview build, and y'all having this little issue right here, I'm not even sure if it's an issue. It might be just a, the way Microsoft got it for now. But if y'all have this thing going on, y'all can please put that in the comment areas. It let me know if it's a bug or if it's just something that Microsoft has got for right now until they can come out with the official version. I've also been having other issues with the preview build. So like when I put my laptop in sleep mode and power out of sleep mode, a lot of times the screen will still be blank. It'll still be black. It won't come up at all. That's actually the problem I had when I tried to come back from sleep mode the first time. So I don't know. I mean, there's been, and also when I play YouTube videos, sometimes it'll be choppy when I move the mouse cursor. It'll be choppy and stuff like that. It'd be very annoying. And then, like I said, the general performance of this particular preview build is kind of slow. I'm not going to really try to sell this preview build like it's just perfect. It's slow. It's slower than I think it is. I ain't gonna say it's slower than I think it is. It's slower than it looks to be, because this computer is a very good computer. It's a very good machine. Like I said, I don't know if it's the machine itself or if it's just the preview build, but I've actually been having performance issues with not just Project Spartan, but with the entire operating system as well. As like I try to go to a different profile on this computer and come back to my account, and I'd have to restart my apps because they'll just not work completely and stuff like that. So it's I've been having some real problems with this particular build. I've had not one problem with any other preview build that I've ever downloaded and installed of Windows Technical Preview. This is the very first build that I've had the most issues with. So like I said, it could be my machine, it could be this particular build. So this is the new PC settings, and you can find a lot more. This particular settings app right here has a whole bunch of settings. So if you really want to kind of go in and sift through and set up your Windows device to where you really want it, PC settings is here to help you, because I'm telling you, there's a lot. Okay, so there's no real difference here in Cortana itself, the actual application. So there's no real need for me to go over it. But I have had issues with Cortana as well. Like when I try to click my mouse on the search bar, a lot of times it won't come up at all. And then I've also had problems with my mail. I think it's mail, calendar, calculator, apps. I know it's mail and calendar. I think mail and calendar does not work at all. I've gone into the store to try to install these apps. It won't even download or anything like that. So I don't know why. So if y'all are having issues with the mail calendar app where you can't install it or download it or get it to work, please put that in the comment area. If you're having problems with your login process where the screen is blank and it takes a long time to go into sleep mode sometimes, put that in the comment area. Also, if you're having issues with Project Spartan and its performance, and if you are experiencing that whole deal with the YouTube videos, this part right here where even in full screen mode you still get your tabs and all of that. Please let me know if you're experiencing all of this stuff. I would love to know if it's just me or if it's my machine. So this is a hands-on, and I'm sorry that my hands-on happens to be almost 25 minutes long, or actually it is 25 minutes long. But I just wanted to kind of come through and show y'all what you will be getting with this new preview build. And like I said, I will come back for a full review of Windows Preview Build 1049. It's going to be in depth. It's going to be talking about Project Spartan a little bit more, as well as other functionalities as well. So please stay tuned. I will bring this full review within the next week. So be ready for more coverage. And also, I'm going to come back and do a full review of my laptop itself, my laptop Dell Inspiron 3537. I did a full review, but I didn't like it, so I took it off YouTube. So I'm going to redo it again. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and be ready for that full review. Hope y'all enjoy it, and see y'all next time.